it's going to be case and then counter advocacy. Case, counter advocacy. We're not ready.
You cannot go for a counter-advocacy and dropping the entire case. We're proving that our methodology is probably a better one. Only through this debate are we interrogating the myth of the model minority and native debate, the conception of foreign forever as Korean immigrants in the resolution. Only the affirmative team is doing only the affirmative team is doing that, and the counter-advocacy cannot capture this. Just by having it bit form does not mean that we interrogate the myth of the model minority, or we come to these debates to be able to talk about it. The counter-advocacy cannot resolve for these impacts, which means that you will have to vote for the case, not go into the cap case. There's several reasons why their performance was a bad one in this debate. Here's reason number one. First is the cap case. You ran the cap case to win the ballot, which means that you are not as generous as you think you would. The capitalism critique was running the one instead of expanding on their argument about open forums in order to gain the ballot as a tool and use capitalism as the argument against that advocacy in the text. This is just another reason why they are trying to win the ballot. Now going to counter advocacy. This is offensive defense. Your performance is terrible. You're being disingenuous. The link number two is that you did not surrender the ballot. You did not surrender the ballot when I asked you to cross into the framing. The reason people join the debate is to win. It's a competition that they think is good for. Denying this competitive driving is not so good. It's a form. You do not want to give up the ballot. When I asked you in the one seat, if you really cared about the argument, why did you not forfeit like loyal EM did at the finals of the Kentucky tournament? The impact exclusion and racism now. Do not let them look like angels, because debating is a competitive activity where we are and will stay as well. Just because you have an open forum does not mean they will change the participation or anything in debate. And this is just a reason that they have not engaged in the myth of the model minority. Just saying that we should have an open forum. This is number one. It's going to be opportunity cost. They have conceded that people want to win. This is a capitalism argument that people are inherently good, inherently greedy. But if that's true, that is human nature and not something evil and not a reason you should vote us down. We try to win in an ethical way that's more educational, that brings out the evidence of the modern minority and provides this education to debaters. If even all these performers debaters to come to debate to have fun, to learn, and also to win tournament, because it is a competitive activity in its nature. If they just have open forums, then no one would debate performance, because they would all revert to the traditional white supremacist status quo policy, because they do not want to keep on losing. Also, only winning in the debate allows them to gain the credibility and seriousness that other people take these performances seriously and actually engage in their arguments, which you cannot do if you do not have the experience of opportunity cost, where no debaters turn into a performance and talk about the things like the myth of the model minority in these open forums. It does not have competitive advantage, and we're only talking about traditional policies. Even if these open forums are made there, nothing comes up in these open forums, because everyone just wants to win the ballot. This number two is competent advocacy skills. A common drive when a few people try and go out and win these. It's gaming ballots against teams that do not understand / disagree with the argument that gives us the necessity of advocacy skills to portray and interact with people in broader society. This advocacy skill argument was dropped. Time and speed constraints are internally to advocacy as well. When you have the time limits, makes it more efficient at advocacy. The people in the room are done. Do not give you unlimited time. Also, this is artificially insulating themselves by not engaging in the debate, just talking about it. And compared to we have talked about minutiae and how to refine our skills, because people clash against our advocacy, and then we are able to become self-reflecting thinkers who know how to advance their advocacy anymore. If this competitive nature of debate is gone, does the second internally is the research skills and the debating that we do. If it's an open forum, you do not do debate, which he has conceded in the cross-state of the utility. That's where he gets most of his education. Also, the education process, competitively finding evidence to answer your opponent's argument, allows you to research their position, know it about it, and identify it was even more not the counter-advocacy and line by line. They say discussion of open forum, and the one issue was presenting concepts important. Yes, it was presented. It was important in a way to educate debate and break away from the traditional noise. Even though it's used to win the ballot, we still say they have not proven why that education is still a bad thing. You have still learned that the myth of the model minority is a myth. Now they say that substance versus winning. We talk about the substance while we're winning. That does not preclude one another. It's just another reason. Now understand. They say understand comes from a space without time. Time is key for effective deliberation. The room where politicians are not going to listen to what you want the most. They say we should be independent. It's an independent reason to reject the no. They say that was the opportunity cost. But they say the debate is closed door. No, it's not. Just the other. There's alternate forms such as the NETC page on Facebook, GChat, and talking about this. That's an alternate cost.
If they try
not the permutation, which means that
Yeah.
other forms can
I'm gonna
change.
get to that.
You drop the O to Gmail card, which was extended into one area. It's a permutation. That means that it's not mutually exclusive to have open forms. You can still have it in other forms like the ones mentioned above, GChat, Facebook, and you can say during dinner or after. You don't specify. The reason that you don't specify a time is just because you want to. They say more people can be engaged. The permutation is able to resolve that because we are engaging in a debate round, and out of the debate round, it almost as in the double solvency. Just because they lead to open forums does not mean they lead to more inclusion, because the competitive atmosphere is still going to exist with other non-traditional policy teams, and people will still be disadvantaged and not be able to reach these debates.
Wait. While they're delivering, you may ask whatever questions you have for them.
Alright, can we go talk with Coach over there? Can you say no?
Yeah.
Who's Adam? Who's Ricky? Sorry, my bad. Thanks.
No.
You are checking first, please.
No, I'm stopping the camera.